to you?
If you ever call me sister again, I'll have you strangled in your sleep.
Or this? Or this? Hi, I'm Sydney R.R. Goodman, personal injury attorney of the realm. If you or someone you know has ever been injured by this woman, you might be entitled to compensation. Forced to leave a wedding before you are ready to leave?
Leave this wedding right now.
I will fight for you! Pressured by your employer to do the hokey pokey?
Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes.
I will fight for you! Tortured by a zombie bodybuilder? I will fight for you!
I was at the Septive Baylor. My arm exploded and all of my friends and family were killed. Sydney R.R. Goodman got me 2.5 chests of gold and my hand back.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
I will not be threatened, and neither should you. I will look your problems right in the face and say, Dracarys! Send a raven now!
Compensation is not guaranteed and may require sorry, not valid in essence.
Wow. Whoever that was seemed very trustworthy. So what's up, everyone, and welcome to IGN Watch Party for Game of Thrones, presented by Army National Guard. I am Sydney Goodman. Oh, that's so nice. I'm Sydney Goodman. Okay, and Nick's here too.
Don't adjust your stats, I actually look like this.
And we've got Terry Schwartz. And we have also got a special guest today. NFL star Cam Hayward will be with us soon.
Woo!
He's an even bigger Thrones fan than some of us. So, some of us,
You have
not
to
all.
guess.
Yeah, you have to guess which one.
who.
So we are here with you until episode 4 starts on HBO, not here. And then we'll be back live after HBO's Inside the Episode for a post-show. By the way, if you are looking for cool Game of Thrones gear, go ahead and go right to the source, which is the HBO store. Duh. That's where we got a lot of the cool stuff on set. Look at that.
I know where the camera
is. Ooh. Oh, wait, can I go? Wow.
Very nice.
The Great War may be over, but we're all still dying to know more about how they pulled off last week's episode. I actually pulled some strings and got us an exclusive behind-the-scenes clip with the visionaries behind television's most epic battle. You are welcome.
The long night. We've been building to this for 8 seasons. Thousands of performers, giants, horses, fire. Look, no one's ever attempted to film a battle scene of this magnitude before. The grand scale of it, the danger, the action, we needed a perfect plan. So we turned to the master. No one understands action like George. It's like his mind is perfectly engineered to create these breathtaking fight scenes.
And then Ghost is like, yeah!
So can we just go back a second? So how do they get through that next bit around, like, on the other side?
Smashy smash! Smash, smash, smash!
It's all there.
I just stand back and I can see the shot in front of me. It comes out of George's mind, into his hands, and onto your screen. I'm just the conduit.
At the end's like totally kicks ass.
This is, without a doubt, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to open this one up. I can get like $25 on eBay for this.
The thing that actually blows me away, if you look at the action that George choreographed and what we shot.
And then Lyanna's like, I'm not afraid of you, Giant. And the Giant's like, yes, you are. You're a little girl. And she's like, I'm gonna stab you in the eye. I was like, no, you're not. And then it's like, stab, stab, stab. They're both dead.
It's identical. Everything you see 100%, it's all George. Yeah, I mean, I wish he'd finish the fucking book, but...
What a special piece. I mean, there's not much more we can say about that, except for I think we're all lucky to witness the magic tree.
It was an incredible exclusive that you landed and just completely reconceptualizes how I watched that entire episode. So thank you for that, Sydney.
You're so welcome. You're welcome.
Nick, what did you think of that piece?
George is very handsome.
Yeah?
Yeah. So with that, I think it's time for our very special guest. He's one of Twitter's biggest Game of Thrones fans. Bring out Pittsburgh Steelers defensive end, Kim Hayward!
I'm your Podrick! I'm your giant to Tormund.
Okay, yeah.
Who's Brienne? Sydney, I guess. I'll be your Jamie.
Oh my God.
Everyone ship it.
Oh, we're all gonna figure this out now.
Yeah.
I
We're
love
gonna cut to commercial.
No, don't leave. We're not cutting to commercial. We're actually playing a little game called Fantasy Game of Thrones. What a really creative name.
Stop undermining the titles. Stop undermining the titles.
We're taking this real seriously.
I know.
Here is how this goes. We are drafting a team of survivors for the next battle in Westeros. 3 picks each. We are going to snake-style draft until the only character left on the board is Cersei's lost elephant. Cam, we're starting with you. Who do you think is going to survive this next battle, whenever that might
I'm
be?
going big, but
Okay.
he's short. Tyrion.
Oh! Why is that?
Choice.
That's a bold choice. Why is
Yes, because he's been a survivor so far. He can hide in tunnels and sewers and put it at that.
That's good enough for me. I guess hiding is part of staying alive, isn't it?
Plus, he's a wimp. He skipped on the last battle, so he's gonna make up for it.
But
and
he's alive.
sit on the throne.
He's lived a miserable life though at times.
Yes.
So you got to think he's just gonna get snuffed out at one point.
Listen,
What was miserable?
Nah.
if the White Walkers can see Sam crying and just say, you know what, we're not going to kill you in the last episode, then I think Tyrion does have a good chance of living
There we
a
go.
fuller life.
She's with
Terry,
me.
It's your
Cool,
it's your
Terry,
turn.
you're just as sad as Sam. Great.
There you go. My pick is my personal queen, Brienne of Tarth. I really think, but in the
That's a
toss-up
ballsy
between
pick.
her and Jamie, Jamie's gonna go, Brienne's gonna live. So no, my fingers are crossed.
That just skyrocketed up on the rotisserie price. All right.
Go, Nick.
I'm picking a value pick. Picking a value pick that I think if he made it from last episode, he's going to make it from this episode. Grey Worm.
Grey Worm? No, he's dead.
Every single time that guy shows up in an episode, I'm like, this is the one. He's dying now.
Vince last week.
Resilient. Also, he has. Everyone who has plans, and when they talk about all their great plans when they're happy, live.
Okay, so I had a teammate bring this up, and he was like, yeah, Grey Worm's got fears now. It really matters. No, he's dead.
He's
It's
dead.
over.
He's so dead.
He's dying.
Dead man walking.
Yes.
Missandei
Okay.
is going to bring his ashes to Narth, and that's how the end of the show is going to go. R.I.P.
Okay, so it's my turn, and my pick is Sansa Stark. I think she actually makes it all the way to the end. If she does die, it's like final seconds, she's gone.
But do you think there's a chance she's actually going to be in the next big battle clash? Or
No,
she's,
dog.
No,
No.
she's staying
She's
back in
sitting this one out,
Winterfell.
which makes her extra
They're just gonna recast her.
survivable.
We're good.
Oh wait, it's my turn again.
The final three.
did
I
marry
got
Jonas.
another pick. Hey, listen, it's my turn,
Sorry,
so
man.
stop
Ooh.
talking. Okay, my next pick is also a Stark, Arya.
Oh, that's an easy one.
That's why I picked her.
But what would be more subversive in like Game of Thrones than to have Arya king and then get offed by like an infantry soldier in Cersei's army?
I think if she gets offed, it won't be until after. I think we get it. I don't think we just get one more like death opportunity. You know what I mean? And I think she
She's gotta meet her
survives at
wolves
least the
again.
next one.
I don't think you should draft people from the same team because if there's a bye week, you could just have a bad roster.
True.
Yeah, so
That's true.
you know what I'm talking about. That's why I picked Torment.
Drinking that Giant's milk.
You have like
Yeah.
the worst team. Your team's
Okay,
gonna
I thought it was
die,
Starks.
He has a decent team.
Your team's gonna die.
I'm just not picking the homers, okay? I'm trying to get value for my
So
picks.
you don't like winning?
You're picking all the actual good fighters, but like there is
gotta
such a
die.
high chance that they're gonna
gotta
die.
die.
I think you're going to.
They've had their farewell speeches.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think you're hurting my feelings.
Well, on that note, I'm going with a person who I think has a very good chance of living through this next battle because, like Sansa, she sure as heck isn't going to be there. Gilly is my pick. There's no chance in the next big showdown scene that she's going to be anywhere
You can
near
even
it.
show her full face. Gilly gets shit on all the time. No one cares about Gilly. Gilly might be dead, and they might be stepping on her and be like, oh, Gilly died.
What was her skill?
No, nothing. Her skill is just
no
like
skills.
being lucky that she is.
She figured
She's a
out.
mother.
Motherhood. Motherhood
Yes,
is her
she's a
skill.
mother.
That's a skill.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
she figured out that Jon was related to
Well,
Daenerys.
kind of. She
Yes.
pointed it out. She noticed at least, but she didn't
She
know. it.
notices
figuring
things.
it out.
That's a
Yeah.
skill.
I mean,
Yes.
she's my pick. I shouldn't be talking down
Right.
so much.
Okay.
Go Gilly.
On to me. All right, so who took Grey Worm?
I did.
This guy.
I'm taking my Sandy.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I don't think both of them come out alive. I
No.
think we
No.
maybe get one.
I think it's
maybe.
like the
Yeah.
Brienne, Jamie, Tormund.
Yeah.
Or
situation.
live happily ever after, like me
In
and
North,
Cam will
yeah.
after this episode.
Yes. We're gonna
That's
be
why you
cuddled
guys
up after
picked
this.
that. Very cute, very cute.
That's cute.
You get another pick now,
I
too,
do.
right?
Yes.
And because this guy really didn't do anything in the last battle, he's not going to do anything for the rest. Ghost.
That's
Ghost.
And think of how expensive it would be to show Ghost
Skills,
being
murder.
killed.
Can I just
Yes.
say, if they could have like paused and just cut one of the shots of Jon and Dany doing nothing on the dragons to use that budget to just see Ghost trotting back to Winterfell, like what a better episode last week would have been.
Well, then you see Ghost right next to Jorah, and like they're all going forward. The Dothraki have their fire swords.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Jorah on his horse, and you just got Ghost walking in and then disappearing.
Everyone was like, why
Like a
is Ghost
ghost.
running
Yes.
into battle?
Maybe this is all just staying super true to his name.
Yes, Ghost on the throne.
I
Just calling it
said
now.
Ghost was just trying to find his owner who abandoned him seasons ago. My
Terry, your
third
pick?
my third pick that no one else has taken is Podrick Payne, who I think is totally going to be an MVP. He's been increasingly a better swordsman.
Interesting.
And
So-
I don't think he's going to die.
So
in the
I
next
think
showdown.
if he is has an MVP moment, it's going to be like a Lyanna situation where it's like,
just goes
oh,
down.
fantastic, and then you're like, now you're dead.
I don't know. I think everyone loves Pod too much to kill
That's
Pod.
why.
That's
they
why
kill
he's
him.
gonna
Water boy.
And he's an easy kill because
None
he's
of
not.
this- Did you guys watch last week's episode?
Drafting Podrick's like drafting a punter. Like,
Yes.
it's not-
Yes. You
that's
need
what
them.
Yeah, but you don't draft them.
Wait, so what's the football equivalent of Gilly then?
Gilly.
The water-
No,
the
Gilly
water boy?
is smart. Gilly's like getting a good defense. Like you want that base defense in the sixth round.
That's a stretch.
Okay.
That's a
What's
stretch.
your pick, Nick?
Your
All
pick.
right.
Go,
Well,
go.
you know what?
lost
I wish
on
it was
that one.
Gilly. I wish it was Gilly. No, the Hound.
Oh, okay.
Because if that guy hasn't died yet, he's going to not.
He's
die.
got to see the mountain, though.
I know.
That's a good
It depends if the Clegane Bowl happens before or after the next battle.
Wouldn't that be funny if they didn't give us the Clegane Bowl?
Ooh, messed up.
Well,
So fun.
the comics
okay.
love you right now.
Okay, so my final pick is Samwell.
Ooh, that's like
I
my
don't think he
Gilly.
dies. That's like the Gilly. I don't think he dies. I was going for safe bets.
Yeah,
And
no,
this is a
same.
safe bet.
I don't even think he makes.
I mean, he
I don't think he shows up. I think he's
the
hanging
last
out.
episode and still survived.
He's
Didn't
doing his
cry.
best.
He just kind of fell and got stuck in a.
He cried and
Let's
John
pull back
left
up
it.
that play of the game.
Okay, wait. So just a quick recap.
Yeah.
What is everybody's full teams?
Yeah.
We'll start with you,
I
Cam.
have- Yeah, I have Tyrion, Missandei, and Ghost.
Okay.
That's a good team.
Yes.
I have Brienne, Gilly, and Podrick.
It's a very bad team.
But Brienne and Podrick, dynamic duo.
I
Okay.
have Grey Worm, Tormund, and the Hound. They'll all win.
He actually has quite a good team of
hell.
fighters, not a good team of
of
livers.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
well,
that's
I
a
won my
good.
fantasy football.
That
league
can be
in
you guys' like
1987.
That's
shirts.
better than me.
Mine are Sansa, Arya, and Sam.
I ship it.
Guys, I draft you as friends.
Oh.
But Cam first.
We don't have time for all
Me last, right?
Fuck you, Brian.
I'll draft whoever said I could come.
So let us know in the comments whose team you think will win, which is mine. That's the only right answer. So every week, HBO releases some teaser images for the next episode, and we ask you to caption a photo of Dany and her dragon. Aww. So let's check in with our social producer, Jeffrey.
Sid, you get this wrong every week. It's King social producer Jeffrey.
Hear ye, hear ye.
This
I
is
guess
like
it's not on
$30.
your business card, so I just. I get confused. I
Fair
confuse
enough.
easy.
Okay, so pick 3 of my favorite captions. Gonna read them aloud to you in my best Game of Thrones voice. Here we go. I have a bad feeling about this.
That's like your Game of Thrones voice.
I didn't define what
Him
it was
and
gonna
his
be.
20,000 friends.
All right, love this one. A little callback to Star Wars Day yesterday. Bring me Solo and the Wookiee.
Aw, R.I.P.
Remember? Because Emilia Clarke was in Solo.
Great, now I'm feeling feelings.
Too soon, bro.
We miss Peter Mayhew.
I know.
Why would you do that?
No, I
You did this to us.
this is
Are you trying to ruin the show, Vega?
Rush him, Cam.
Yeah.
no. Hold on.
I'm going to
You
tweet
guys
out
all
right
approved
now.
this right
This is
before.
ridiculous.
All right, and last but not least,
Are you stalling again?
maybe. Pope of Waffle says, when you find out your baby daddy is your nephew.
She looks a little too happy about that.
Yeah, I'm, Pope of Waffles.
I think she's
That's a
just-
great
family
Twitter
stuff
handle.
happening.
I think she's just saying everyone did a great job in that battle. By the way, the South is coming up. We're screwed, but everyone tried really hard, and we're going to work together.
My caption
Battles are all
made
about
only
that.
me laugh, which was, "Here are my dragons." Get it? Because she's like looking at John and like Rhaegal. The best kind of jokes is we talk about Brienne are the ones you get to explain to everyone.
That's so easy, is it, Terry?
Just a reminder, everyone, we'll just
Great
pretend that
segue.
didn't happen. We're taking your Game of Thrones questions in the post show, so put them in the comment section, and Jeffrey will ask them later. But right now, it's this week's edition of Gaming of Thrones!
Magic.
Wow, thanks, Sydney, for sending that over to me. Sydney.
We don't have time for this.
Shut up, Bran. So let's make some bets about tonight's episode. Bet number 1. Night King and White Walkers, are they totally dead and gone? We're gonna start with you, Cam. Do you think they are or are they not?
Nah,
It's a yes or no
bro.
question. Oh, why is that?
Because the Crashers babies are still alive.
Oh.
We're going to have to murder babies. I don't want to see
Yes,
Sam
mind
having to
blown.
murder babies.
Yeah, it's unclear how quickly they kind of age and hit puberty when they go from baby to White Walker baby to White Walker? I don't know.
I don't know. Puberty is confusing for everyone. I have no doubts that it's different in Westeros. Okay, so Terry, what do you think? White Walkers, Night King,
I
totally
hope
dead?
no, because as I just mentioned, there are really important lore questions that need answering, like about how they age and hit puberty. But no, I hope there's more to them than just what happened last week. And if you want to know why, I wrote 1,800 words about it on IGN. Good plug, good plug.
Nice. Okay, Nick.
I wrote 1,801 words. Why?
Nick, you're so
The
committed.
White Walkers are dead. It's because they were a vehicle to unite everyone and not just like some Walking Dead bullshit.
So that was a yes?
Oh.
Yeah.
They are dead.
Don't tell me what to do, producer. My 1,801 words speak for themselves.
I'm gonna say no, only because, but in more wishful thinking situation. I'm pretty sure they're totally dead, but it'd be cool if they weren't, because then I wouldn't be as upset. Okay, number 2. Will Bran actually, do something? Cam, let's start with you.
Oh, it's a toughie. No.
I can't blame you. He hasn't done much so far, so. Harry,
This feels like it's very passive-aggressively directed at me in particular.
You're gonna die on this hill?
I heard some yucks off camera.
We don't have time
I'm gonna go
for
with
this.
yes because he was completely useless last week.
And that obviously indicates that he will no longer be useless now.
Yes, yeah.
Good strategy.
Cindy, you can just put both our heads on the no.
Okay. I'll just.
Be with the cool kids.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
I see how it is.
So number 3, will Jamie stay on Team North? And this is actually a really hard one, I think.
Oh.
Cam, what do you think? Or Cam, what do you think?
Cam, what do you think?
Cam, why do you think?
How do you think?
When do you think?
I guess. Like,
Very definitive answer. I like it.
do you want to go with the losing squad? Cersei's gotta lose. Nobody wants to see her on the throne
Game of
anymore.
Thrones, man. It's Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Okay,
She's had her
so
chapters.
I'm gonna put a yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Right on. Terry, what do you think? He's Team North forever?
Yeah, I think he's going to try to like mediate with Cersei after seeing what he's seen and like almost seem like he's gonna go Team Cersei, but then he's gonna backpedal and be like, you're a crazy bitch, and stay on Team North. So it's gonna be like not so cut and dry as Team North forever, but I think he's gonna come back around, or maybe she's just gonna kill him.
Hashtag baby mama.
Well,
problem.
technically, if he died now, he would still be on Team North. So that's not a bad strategy. What about you,
Typical
Nick?
Boston fan. Just picking.
Wow, way to really make it weird, Nick.
So.
Nick, what's your answer?
And when
Nick, play my
Terry's
game.
dead
Nick,
before
play my
the
game.
post-show.
Nick, my game.
I'm picking no because you can't trust a Lannister.
But they trust
Also, not a
Tyrion.
bad idea. I'm gonna say yes, but I think it's gonna be like a bait and switch where
Guys,
we're
I'm
all
winning this
like,
one.
oh no, he's not, and then it's like, oh, just kidding, he totally is. How predictable.
Sydney, you write this show, don't you?
Okay, so will Cersei drink wine even though she's theoretically pregnant, and it's not a good idea to drink while pregnant?
Oh, that's new. Can there be a question like, does Cam drink wine?
Can we get Cam some wine?
Wait until the post show, so.
Oh, there we go. I think she is because I think she's gonna end up sleeping with Euron again. So I don't think she's gonna do that sober.
So she is drinking wine.
Cam picked up the show real quick.
I like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I like it. Nick?
Without question.
I'm gonna say no because
Why?
she's probably having the baby. It's been like 3 weeks since we've seen her. She could be in labor.
Yes.
I'm also
That's a
going to
cold
say no
open.
just because that makes it even. And we have our final bonus question. How many major characters will die tonight? Oh my gosh! Cam, how many?
97. Let's go 3.
3? Ooh, we don't even know that there's going to be a battle for sure. That's spicy.
They're just
Oh
gonna
wait,
die on
that's
the
my
side.
face. This is you. There you go. Terry?
Before you said 3, I already decided 2, and I'm really not trying to undercut you, but I'm gonna go with 2.
2.
As our producer Allison pointed out, every time in previous episodes I mentioned Price is Right rules, I had them completely backwards, but I think I'm doing them right now.
It's okay. I've only watched The Price is Right like once, and I don't understand the rules, so it's totally fine.
That'll be our priority going forward.
How
I
many
will
people died?
continue predicting all the characters will die in this week's episode.
Well,
Infinite.
I don't have an 8.
No.
So
Oh no, we've used them all up in previous
we'll just do this. Look,
Just put 2 6s overlapping over each other.
there's a 3.
We get it.
Check me out. I made an 8. I think one person's gonna die.
Ooh.
Because I think there's not gonna be a battle or anything. It's just gonna be like a very sad, big death, and everyone's gonna be sad. I hope.
So they have to be main characters?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because we're done with this game.
Rocky number 4.
Already lost. Thanks.
Alrighty, friends, it's time to venture beyond the wall. Follow me. Terry, I know you've got something special for us tonight. Fire away.
Yeah, so, I really put my my thinking cap on, tried to rationalize last week's episode, why I kind of felt the way I did, and this is kind of what I think. Does magic even matter in the world David Benioff and Dan Weiss adapted for our screens? And has it ever really? It's a confusing time to be a fan of Ice and Fire. Over the course of 5 books, the role of magic, blood magic, warging, green seeing, skin changing, all that dragon stuff, has been slowly integrated into George R. R. Martin's story in a way that enhances the mystery and existential threat Winter presents to the realm of the living. Couple it up with the various religions and prophecies the story also contains, and, well, you've got yourself one magical mystery tour on which to theorize until your heart's content. So when that threat gets taken out 3 episodes from the end, which is, if you think about it, a truly George R. R. Martin level troll your audience move, you have to wonder, was the point of all this magic that it doesn't even really matter at all? According to Vanity Fair, George recently reconfirmed that the ending of the show is still set to mirror his own planned resolution, even after all these years and the myriad changes that have come to pass between the books and TV adaptation. And Martin also explained in a 2014 interview with Rolling Stone that he was much more interested in ending his story a la The Scouring of the Shire, the penultimate chapter in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. Why? Because, quote,
ruling is hard. In real life kings had real life problems to deal with. Just being a good guy was not the answer. Sometimes what seemed to be a good decision turned around and bit you in the ass. I've tried to get at some of these in my books. Just having good intentions doesn't make you a wise king. You hear that, John and Danny? So loath as we are to say it, it kinda makes sense that magic might be a bit of a MacGuffin, a seeming key to solving everything that, while helpful in extinguishing the bigger existential threat, doesn't exactly quell the street-level human one all that easily or without further issue. Plus, let's be real, magic doesn't always bring out the best in people. But even after all this rationalizing, I have to ask, what did it all mean? We were so invested in all these storylines for years, only for them to disappear in a poof of dust. I have to know the difference between these two things sooner or later, so please, George R. R. Martin, if you're listening, just finish the damn books.
And very astute of you.
I mean, I know George is watching, so George, please just stop. Don't watch the episode tonight. Just write the books. Let me know. But I don't know. I really hope that there's more to it than what we saw last week. Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm George R. R. Martin, but he might be saying something like, "We'll see, my pretty."
Sounds exactly
Okay, so
like him.
Cam, thoughts on tonight's episode? Give us your hot take.
Ooh.
Give him the fire. Give him the fire.
All right,
Yeah.
there we go. I'm gonna say sex, drugs, violence, and baby mama problems.
Yes. No, that's good. You really put a good blanket out there to
Yes.
hold everything that will most
Keep you
likely
warm.
happen.
Just snorting up White Walkers. I had this weird prediction that came to me in the middle of the week. It would be bad if this happens, but I think it might happen. I think Euron's gonna kill Cersei.
That actually would be super unexpected.
I would kind of be into that. That's a good
great
take. Did you do that yourself?
I helped him a little bit.
You're my only friend.
Interlocking, you see that?
Friendships.
Okay,
Breaking us
and
apart.
my take is the one that I just forgot as my mouth started moving.
We don't have time.
I truly forgot. I had a really good take and I forgot just now. Let's see. White Walkers. Oh, something about warging. So that something weird happened between Mr. Night King and Bran, like when they were both having their moment. I don't know, like if the Night King can warg or what, but what if he actually like warged into Bran or did something weird?
I really hope I hate the theory that Bran is the Night King, but I really do hope that like there is again something more that the Night King left something behind, passed something on, whatever.
Yep. Okay, time to stop talking because the episode's airing soon.
We'll find out soon.
This should be painfully obvious to everyone, but just to be clear, we are not streaming the episode here. It won't be here. Don't watch it here because you'll be
not gonna
disappointed,
happen.
and then you'll be so confused because everyone else will be tweeting about it except for you. So go watch it on HBO. IGN Watch Party for Game of Thrones, presented by Army National Guard, will be back. That's us after HBO's Inside the Episode. So make sure to join us. And after you've watched the episode, please send us your burning questions in the comment section, and we will do our best to answer them in the post show. We'll see you on the other side. of Thrones, presented by Army National Guard. I am Sydney Goodman, and I am joined by Nick Mundy. And we've got Terry Schwartz. And our special guest, Cam Hayward. Okay, so let's just start off real quick. I'm gonna give each of you 5 seconds. Just tell me how you're feeling. Nick, how are you feeling? Okay,
Feeling fired up like Cersei, it seems like.
Terry, how are you?
Pregnant.
Jamie and Brienne.
I mean,
I'm very happy, but it's fan fiction.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Cam, how are you feeling?
It felt like a high school dance. A lot of denials.
Yes! Okay, so let's dive in. Also, just so you know, we're talking spoilers. Surprise! Except not at all. So don't be spoiled episode for you. Okay, let's talk. Brutal way to end the episode. Wow.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said I was happy. I'm still in my post-coital glow of Jamie and Brienne.
That's fair.
But lots of bad things.
Yeah, so Miss Sandy, we saw her we saw her body tumble and her head not be a part of that.
We have footage.
We have footage for you.
No!
That's my girl.
Oh, no.
I closed my eyes.
That's my girl.
That makes me so
She's gone.
sad.
It's shot in a way that seems to me to be like clearly reminiscent of how Ned was beheaded, that there was like no question, right? There's no
She's
question
super
that this
dead.
person did not come out of this. But like, also, did you guys doubt for a second when they said Missandei was captured? Like, that's what the showrunner said inside the episode. Like,
Yeah.
the second Dany finds out that Missandei is captured, she knows that's it. But did you guys think she was gonna come out of it?
There was one point during the speech I was like, you know what, maybe. Oh God, your head's off. I was just like, it felt like no one's like thinking ahead throughout all these issues. That was my it's
Right,
like,
yeah.
hey, Dany, maybe don't attack the city full of people in a direct way. Or Cersei, maybe don't let all your people get murdered. And Sansa, maybe you guys can just work these things out. And Jon, I don't know, don't tell anyone.
So I'm team Trueborn Stark on this one. That's my
I am
glass. If you
too.
can't see, it's kind of reflective.
I don't have that glass.
Everyone said that to Dany, and also Jon is without fail the stupidest character on the show. Like the real question
I
is like,
said
how
that.
stupid is Jon?
I said that.
I did. That can
He's
be
stupid.
a future Gaming of Thrones question for the final 2 episodes. How stupid is Jon? Yes.
The last episode's
You ain't
gonna
Cam.
end.
You don't. You're shaking your head. You don't
No,
agree.
you don't think he's stupid?
Yeah, he's stupid.
You're in denial.
I'm just like in awe because like, first of all, Missandei died and like I had her and I drafted her. She was my number 2 pick. But
What does
they
that say
ended up
about
working out. What is Jon telling his sisters for? He knows they're gonna tell everybody else.
For the drama.
What brother tells his sisters anything?
He is a fool. It's funny because they're like they're putting all their bets on Jon. That's what like Varys is saying. That's what Sansa's saying. They're like, but he could be better. And all signs point to Jon not like certainly being better than Dany.
Yeah.
We're seeing her go full Mad Queen Dany. Like they call her a tyrant. Interesting. Like we were talking about this after the episode ended. The one word that Missandei says to Dany is Dracarys, which means like fire, burn them,
Yes.
right? And if you think back to her father, the thing that Jaime said he heard Mad King Aerys saying at the end before Jaime killed him was burn them all, burn them all. And it's like clear callback.
That's why we
to
have
her.
you here.
You're welcome.
For that. Thank you. That was
But
good.
yeah, like I don't know that Jon's any better. Frankly, like
Yeah.
Varys and Sansa made much better cases for them being rulers of the
Yes,
Seven
which
Kingdoms.
actually brings up a really good point. So this episode, while last episode, I know we all kind of went in thinking that was going to be our big goodbye episode. We were going to say goodbye to a lot of characters. In a way, this episode was kind of a big goodbye episode. I mean, Dany says goodbye to Missandei, obviously, but also we see Varys and Tyrion kind of voice the fact that we don't really know that they're super Team Dany anymore.
Yeah, at one point when Tormund was leaving, I thought the Green Day song was gonna play. When that one, it's like the time of their life. You know, when
Yeah, well, we
will
have a
someone make
lot
that
of
on the
people
internet?
leaving.
What?
Oh,
No,
I'm
you-
sorry.
you, sir,
I'm
you, sir.
sorry.
You are our
No,
guest.
It just felt like summer vacation was like starting. Like everybody was leaving. Like Tormund was going off, and then he just left his dog. Like, how do you leave your dog
Oh my
like
God.
that?
He didn't even pet
Don't even
Ghost.
get me started. Jon
Jon
Snow.
deserves to fucking die.
Where's my Okay, which one's on?
The
Whichever
red-
one's on.
That one. It's the one with the
Fuck
light.
you, Jon Snow. You're the worst dog owner in the history of dog owners. You haven't pet your dog in like 3 seasons. This is terrible.
And then, and you hear the little like whimper.
Sorry, I'm more upset about him not petting Ghost than I am about Missandei. Should we
No,
go back
it's
to
fair.
that?
I mean,
He
it's
hugged
so
everybody
sad.
else. It was ridiculous.
I think like I tweeted this. I stand by it. Like I would have been happy for the end of Game of Thrones to just be 240 minutes of everyone drinking. Like that was like a high point.
Yes.
But you're right.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of goodbye. We beat the Night King, and maybe that's what the showrunners were going for with last week's episode, where it was like, oh, they beat the Night King. That's it, right? No, wait, there are 3 more episodes. I actually liked that this episode really focused on the disintegration of everything, of playing up the story beats we knew were coming, which were, Dany going Mad Queen, Cersei certainly not
Doing
being
Cersei.
being full on Cersei, a monster. Like no one can see her for the monster she is, and Jon knowing nothing, which we've known since season 2 when we met Ygritte.
Yeah.
John's gonna
I
die
don't-
falling off like a branch with his legs tied
Well,
behind his
okay,
legs.
It's all going to hell.
I want to go back to Jamie and Brienne. Let's start with the high points.
He walked up that mountain.
They banged. But
Yes, wait, can we just like have a moment to like
it was
just,
so sweet. In
Yeah,
my notes, I
okay.
put cute, and then I went back to the notes and put not cute. Jamie professing his love.
I wish
for
we had a
his
telestrator
sister
so we
to
could
her
do play-by-play right now. It just feels very. Well, here we go.
here.
Taking off her shirt and
There
then.
was no chill. I like this. This season is a lot of fan fiction by the writers that I don't necessarily think is going to happen in the books. But of any of it,
Oh, the books.
this. Your good friend George R. R. Martin. This is what I'm okay with. I'm like so happy this happened, even if it was for a fleeting moment.
Okay,
and I
so-
thought the payoff was great too, with him leaving and
Yeah,
like
but then-
he's
then
a
Jamie-
bad person.
Then Jamie went, do you know who my father is? Like on her, and just like it was like very like he was like playing a Chad from an '80s teen movie.
No, okay.
Where he like got
That-
in his Camaro and got the hell out
This
of there.
felt so the OC. We were talking about the OC, the very good television show that you don't watch. Or before we did the pre-show, and this just felt so the OC. Like when the Starks were all waiting for Jon after their little war cahoots
Right.
plan thing, they're like, we need to talk. And then they all went outside, and the way that it was shot, and it was like panning in on people, and they're like, do you swear? And Sansa being like, it was just so
Yeah.
melodramatic.
Yeah, it's like the North. Like
Yeah,
the-
I'm not saying I don't
Real
know that I
world
have an
North.
issue with
Yeah,
it
real-
necessarily, but it's just it just feels kind of out of character for the show.
It was the first time it ever felt like really reality TV too, where
Yeah.
everyone was like gossiping behind each other's backs. Like at one point, I thought there was gonna be a confessional of Varys, and was like, if we have to kill him, we must. But like I didn't come to Seattle all this way just to just to deal with all these
Just
people.
to make friends.
Like, yeah,
I'm not here to make friends.
I'm gonna win the throne.
I think the execution might have been poor, but like everyone turning on themselves felt very true to Game of Thrones to me. Like kind of the character motivations and like the way people set up felt more true to Game of Thrones than it's felt in a while.
Yes, I
For
agree with
me,
that.
including people being just idiots, just
Yes.
flat out stupid. And I think that Jamie at the like a lot of characters were finally saying the things we have been saying as fans as outside observers for a while, and I think that's why it rang false. Felt like it was like them acknowledging everything, all of our commentary, characters themselves, but Jamie making the decision, saying, I'm a bad person. Him saying, I don't deserve the redemption, like to me, that felt very self-aware, but also very true to the arc that Jamie's
But
on.
I don't know. I kind of wish that he wasn't like, I'm a bad guy.
I feel like he was saying
Like
like,
that-
I'm a naughty boy. Like
Yeah, it felt-
like, it just
No,
was
he
too
said that
much.
the night
So
before
much
when
better
they
if he
cut
did.
when they cut away.
Like I just felt like he didn't need to say that line. Like
Sure.
to me, and I think that was kind of for me the through line of this episode was it always kind of took it one step too obvious. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Right.
just stating the
That's
obvious. Like
this season.
you don't need to say that. Like we get it. If you're leaving Brienne and leaving the North to go help your sister, you are a bad guy.
Right.
You didn't have to say it.
Hi, I'm Daenerys. I have dragons. I want to rule the kingdom. These are my motivations spelled out loud.
I think I agree with you, but I do think like the character turns felt true to the
Correct,
story,
yes.
and I
And
think
we'll take
that's
what
why
we
it
can
didn't
get.
piss me off as much as
Well, I think
last
it
week's
definitely
episode
felt like real world. It was crazy. And then you even got a pregnancy from Sam, who's been running all over
Right.
the place. It's just terrible. Like,
Do you think this is the last time we see Sam and Gilly?
I
Like,
hope
was that
so.
our goodbye? Oh, it's a hot take.
There is that theory that I kind of do like that, like the final shot will cut to Sam like writing the story a la Bilbo
Yeah.
in Lord
Oh,
of the
God.
Rings.
Then he closes up the bar like Sam Malone and Cheers. Cheers is a TV show that came out in the 80s.
They close
very
the bar at
popular.
the end. Yeah. So Varys and Tyrion. Oh, sorry. Here, say your thing.
No,
and then
the
I'll
one thing
interrupt
that I thought was a dick move by Sam was naming their unborn child after Jon. It's like, oh, so I guess I'm gonna die now. Thanks, bud. Don't do that.
Well, his other child is baby Sam, and Sam's not dead yet, so.
Yeah.
Ringing true. So Varys and Tyrion, how are we feeling about this? Like Varys made really clear where his alliances stand in terms of not with Dany, but with Tyrion, that was kind of left a little bit in the open. We can tell he is doubting things, but he seems true to Dany.
I thought the episode was gonna end with Tyrion killing Varys.
Oh.
And I think that might happen next week.
Yes.
Like.
With him killing Varys or him
Yes.
killing Dany?
I think he kills Dany.
Why
I think
Varys?
because of the loyalty. And like he was like, I have to do, like he feels compelled to do it. Like
I think he's too clever to do that.
I think he's just tired. Like to me,
Well, we
I
all
think
are.
I think he
It's 2019.
Yes, but I do think like I got the sense where he was like, but I made my choice and I'm stuck with it. And Varys is
Yeah.
like, you're never stuck with it. And so
That's why he's gonna kill that voice, that Jiminy Cricket, eunuch voice.
yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know that I even can predict who's gonna kill whom. That we were tossing around, like maybe like Cersei kills Jaime, but then Arya takes the face because that's her business still left to do in King's Landing. As much as the Hound says like he has business to do, and that seems to be fighting his brother Clegane Bullhype. It will happen at this point. We got Jaime and
I
Brienne.
know, and
Yes.
it's gonna happen,
Anything.
guys. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think we can throw out all those Cersei getting killed by Jaime theories now.
Why?
Tyrion's gonna do it.
Well, maybe if they win. Like, I don't know if they're gonna win. Cersei might just win. She kind of has the favor stacked in, like.
But
I don't think we're getting a happy
prophecy
ending.
for her.
So the show never did the Valonqar prophecy that's in the book. So that
Nerd.
it's.
Wikipedia helps.
But I do think one thing they did show in the series that I would not. This will be my prediction for next week. I think in the inside.
But don't go too deep because I want you to have something to say when we get to predictions.
It's not super deep, but I think in the previously on Game of Thrones, we're gonna see the vision that both Daenerys and Arya and Bran had in previous seasons of the Iron Throne, the throne room just destroyed, and all the snow coming down.
Yeah.
Because I think more than anything, this episode is setting up that Dany is gonna come in, light that shit on fire, destroy it, and I think it's kind of poetic that she had that vision and she thought she was protecting the realm, but if she's the one who destroys it, the vision is actually her causing it. And I think that ties back into what Varys and Tyrion were talking about, where Varys calls her a tyrant. He's like, she is everything she thinks she's destined to stop.
Yeah, okay.
I think we all do need some wine
This is
for
so
that.
great because it ties directly into my fun little analogy, which is that Dany is actually Katie Heron from Mean Girls because, bear with me here. So you're rooting for her because she's like the underdog. She's a new kid at school. She's like, what's going on? I need to be popular, but not really because I just need the throne.
Checks out.
Checks out. And then we got Tyrion and Varys in her corner, kind of being the friends whose name I forget right now. And they're helping, what are their names? The goth girl and the
I have
other
a first
friend.
question for you. Is Katie Harris Lindsay Lohan's character?
Yes, Lindsay
Perfect.
Lohan's
Okay, I'm
character.
caught up. I got
Lindsay
it.
Lohan's character is Dany. So more or less, she becomes so popular that
She is the mean girl.
She is the mean girl.
Yeah.
And now Dany is
Totally.
the tyrant.
Do you see the look on her face at the end?
So did George R. R. Martin watch Mean Girls?
This is Game of Thrones is based
I
off of
can
Mean Girls, everyone.
guarantee you he watched me.
I think we probably should check in with George for next week's episode
Yes, we need a sketch of that.
and find out.
George's beard might hurt and he doesn't like all the makeup.
Okay, so getting back to actually talking about this game or the show, does Bran care? What is his stake in this battle? Because it was pretty clear. The Night King's after him. Don't want to die. Let's not do this. Let's
Not
go
do
kill the.
Better question is, would you count as him doing anything in this episode? He technically told Arya and Sansa off screen that Jon is.
All he did was talk about his wheelchair. That's all I got.
I also liked how, whoever the mysterious wheelchair person is that, rolls him out of situations.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah, we
never do
We're gonna
see
get
We
out
never
of
see
here.
them, but it feels like anytime he just doesn't really want to be there's some weird telepathic.
Does
Or
he
telepathic
work?
moving.
Does he work
He worked
into
into
He
the
probably went back in
prison.
time, ruined some other child's childhood, and then just turned him
that.
into a.
Well, it's crazy because then you look at everybody celebrating at one point and everybody sitting up, having a good time, drinking, and then you just got Bran leaning back Oh yeah, I did
No,
that.
he was putting out the vibe.
I did nothing.
He was putting out the vibe.
No.
Did anybody else see Podrick leave with 2 women?
Podrick left with
It was in the background of one of the shots.
So
But he also
lucky Lady's
drank
gonna be their
when
third.
they said, "Are you a virgin?"
No, he drank because
It was
Brienne
awesome.
there.
He drank
okay.
for
He knew
her.
that. He knew that.
Okay,
yeah.
so Rhaegal
Dead.
Rip.
is super dead.
Yes.
I actually felt sad. Oh my god, please don't show
No,
that
look
again.
at it. We have to look at the replays.
I felt more
Instant
sad about that than
replay.
Miss Sandy.
I was kind of ready for Miss Andy, but
That was a
Unexpected.
heartbreaker.
Surprising.
And I felt really bad for Dany in that moment.
Dany had that map in front of her, right? But she wasn't looking at it. King's Landing is so close to Dragonstone. You sneeze and you get from King's Landing to Dragonstone. I don't know why she wouldn't have thought, oh,
She's a
they
dummy.
might be ready for us. Like, that was, I mean, she made a lot of stupid decisions, and this episode underlined that she was making stupid decisions. Every single person said, you're making a bad decision, and then Jon proceeded to make a bad decision because he was guilty and was thinking with his dick. And so I still think he's MVD, most valuable dummy, in this episode, but Dany is like close second.
John's the Forrest Gump of Game of Thrones.
Oh my god!
He just
Yeah.
falls
Wait, that's
in-
it. That's honestly it.
Yeah, he just falls into success and money, and it's like he can't even die without getting taken back. And he's like, oh, I
That's
just
why
like,
he'll get the throne.
yeah, and he'll just be sitting there like,
So sad.
this is gonna end with him just running through Winterfell wearing Reeboks.
Was it? I think he was wearing Nike Cortezes.
Ooh.
Just
I
saying.
love it. I'm the guy. I'm
Yeah,
the
bro,
guy.
it's Nike, bro. Get it right.
Just saying. Okay, so does anyone have a good plan? Like, what is
No.
happening?
No, Jamie doesn't
It
have a
doesn't
good
feel
plan.
like, honestly, I feel like
Cersei doesn't.
Arya is the closest to having a good plan.
Cersei actually had a good thing. Like she
Cersei,
was,
you're right. Cersei has a good plan.
yeah, Cersei has a good plan.
Yeah.
Cersei might be the smartest person on the show, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
God damn it.
That's why I'm wearing the ring. 'Cause
Well, like
she's
when
the
they
most
go through like the
interesting.
battle plans and like she's like, oh, we don't have this anymore. We don't have this anymore. Let's go to fight again. Why
yeah.
are you rushing it?
Well, that's
actually a good question.
That's what Sansa asks her, right? She says like, "Why are you rushing this?" And
Yes.
she's like, "Because my enemies will only go stronger."
Sansa the Smarty. That's her new nickname. for me.
I think Sansa. Well, Sansa's just pissed right now. Like she is like, "This is me being right." I think Cersei had a good plan, and I think Sansa will come through and finally like. When whoever dies in the next episode, because the actors came out this past week and they're like, but wait, you thought episode 3 was the big episode because we've been saying that. But actually, episode 5 is the big episode. I think when that happens, like, I think Sansa will come out on top.
Also,
Do you
this
think
is
she like little fingers it where she kind of like shows up with a random I know what it sounded like when it came out of her mouth. But where she kind of just shows up with like some rando army and
I mean,
like
that
the
was
Battle
kind
of the
of Sansa
Bastards is just
Starking
like
it, right?
here you go. That's a better way of putting it.
There's no rando army left, though. No?
Yara.
Yeah,
Ironborn.
that's true.
Dorne, they mentioned
Yes,
Dorne.
Dorne with a new prince. They teased that.
That was
handsome
a
prince.
great.
Yes.
That's just me talking.
Yeah, that wasn't in the episode, but that
it's
was
Dorne,
what
it's
you
probably
read into.
handsome.
Yeah, I think. I don't know, I'm very curious.
Yes.
I think Jon and Dany are damn idiots after all the build-up, and I hope that when we get to the final episode, it's not that the people who were cast as being the heroes win, but it's the people who are smartest win, and it's these unsuspecting to the audience people on the frills that now, as we're seeing Jon and Dany, the people who are like the archetypes of fantasy heroes, just being fucking dumb.
But I don't want Bronn to win.
You do or
Bronn-
you don't?
No, I don't.
I thought
And
he was
he's
going to
playing both
accidentally
sides.
shoot.
I don't want.
He just wants money.
Exactly.
I feel like Bronn's just like at this point kind of a throwaway thing.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Especially my thing was if he would have killed Jamie.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like kill someone real. Like he should have killed him right there, and that would have felt so true. Like I just
Yeah.
want people I love to die. Like no offense to Miss Sandy or anything.
Season 8, let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
Like no offense to Miss Sandy or anything, but it's just these deaths to me feel so safe, and like I'm just ready to be torn apart. Like I fully expected when we said we were doing the show to come to the post show and be like crying. Like, and that hasn't happened yet, and there's not very many episodes left.
Play the Game of play the Green Day song. Play the Green Day song.
It's copyrighted. We can't.
Let me ask you something though, everyone. Like, as a huge person who's critical of the show, have we not, as fans, thought of what the death of pretty much every single character would be at this point, that on its own makes it unsurprising when people die. Like if Sansa dies, I think I would.
So I said that going into last week's episode, and I said it as a joke because what idiots would not kill main characters when the whole crux of your show is killing main characters? And here we are. So like I get what you're saying, and I think it'd be different if there was another season. But
Sydney, take a drink.
This is
you
all,
need it. You've earned it.
I'm mad. I'm not happy right now.
Can I just say something about HBO? Be a little bit more clever with your previously on episodes, because you essentially kind of just gave it away. I'm not like a big spoiler person, like I don't care, but like
he cares.
I care, and I'm an angry
Anybody
man.
else have anything for HBO since they're watching?
Thank you so much for your wonderful show. We hope all your characters die soon to the way we want them to.
Go HBO.
Go HBO. I was so annoyed at last week's episode, and it was really funny because like the first 15 minutes of us talking about it was just us like our brains leaking out our ears and being like,
oh yeah,
the words. So let's start with the words. This episode, I agree with you guys about the real worldiness. Now that you mentioned like Varys going into the confessional, like that's all I can think about, and it totally would have fit in this episode. But I do think the character decisions and the way the show presented the characters as flat out being dumb in some cases felt more true to Game of Thrones than to me it has in a while. And I still do feel like it's kind of a toss-up going forward for who, and they've like kind of perfectly set up this conflict between Jon, Dany, Cersei, Sansa, like everyone being against each other. That is exactly the kind of mess that Game of Thrones needs to have as it's heading toward its ending.
Well, Tyrion's just like, come on.
He's like,
can we all be together?
But we
okay,
did this
so
already.
I feel like the comments must be saying something. Vega, can you clue us into what the internet people are saying?
Thanks, Sydney. By the way, again, it's King Vega. I can't stress this enough.
Wearing a crown, it gets confusing.
I got it in my car. Okay. Got some great tweets. I don't know what that was. Have some great tweets and memes for you. Right off the bat, the internet hates Jon Snow.
Yeah,
okay,
God
good.
damn it, Jon.
I want to hug Ghost too.
Yeah.
Justice for Ghost. Like
This is,
literally just sending him away.
We still survive.
Like Tormund isn't a better parent. It's like being like, oh, it's too hard. I adopted a dog and it's just like too hard. So like, I'm just gonna give him back.
Everyone wants to hang out with their
Don't
uncle
do
who
that.
plays bass in a band. It's like,
Okay,
that's
Vega,
Tormund.
what else? Give a test.
Saw a tweet from some rando here. Cam Hayward, don't know who that guy is.
That dude's awesome. I like him.
Dane Grey Worm. Actually, no, I'll have you say it. I'll have you read it out loud.
I don't know him.
What? All right. This is pretty, everyone.
Actually, yeah, Vega, can you give us your read of Cam Hayward right now?
By the way,
give us your best impression.
First of all, this dude can't write at all. He never proofreads anything he puts on Twitter. So have fun reading that.
Okay, I mean this guy capitalized D but not Grey Worm, so.
Well, that's how it started
The
off.
it's
All
an
right,
auto.
The Unsullied aren't
Let's hear
capitalized.
this. Let's hear this.
Okay, read a test. What
here's
is it?
here's my impression.
Oh yeah.
Dang, Grey Worm is gonna go crazy now. I'm a nerd. He didn't write that part, but.
It's in the
That was
yeah.
spot on. I bet you he sounds like that.
Dude, you're talking about
Okay, what
Cam.
else do we got?
Cam's gonna beat me up after the live stream.
Or maybe on the live stream.
Ooh.
All right, next.
Night night.
Next, Tyrion trying to reason with Cersei.
That's good.
So true.
That's so true. Yeah, I mean, like, what was he thinking?
Wait, okay, can we talk though for a moment? I thought Euron, they kept doing these shots where you could see what was happening behind her. I thought Euron was gonna come up and just like push her off.
Oh.
Because if you think about
he's
it,
stupid and a
in
jerk?
this episode, it's set up that Cersei's lying to Euron and saying, this is your baby. But Tyrion shows up and says, oh, you want to protect your unborn baby. And like Euron is an idiot, but he's not a dummy. He's not an MVD on this show. And he for sure is going to figure out that like Cersei's lying or that baby existed beforehand. I don't know. I think that's
I
going
don't
to be
think he
important.
really cares.
You don't
at the
think so?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, then he has his.
I think
weight
he's
to the
too
crown.
horny. He's
too
too
horny.
horny. He's not.
Too horny to
Vega,
live.
what else is the internet people saying?
All right, Sid, you're gonna love this one. Missandei, Ser Jorah, Khal Drogo, 2 dragons, literally every Dothraki, a metric ton of Unsullied, I think Daenerys is coming on the down and down.
Hey, Danny, maybe it's you is like the best summary of all of Game of Thrones anyone ever needs.
Metric ton of them.
Well, I love it because I feel like she truly hasn't put this together. She's like, no, I'm taking out tyrants. I'm the best.
My favorite line was, yeah, but no one likes me over here. They like me over there. They don't like me over
They
here.
didn't really.
I know.
They just use you.
Vega, do you have any more for us?
Yes, one more.
Okay, one
This
more.
is
Oh, so
sort
ready.
of kind of writing the hate of the episode. Hello, I'm Bronn, and I have arrived all alone, like 1,000 miles away from where I was last episode, holding a crossbow, which I was apparently allowed to walk around a castle openly brandishing.
I actually didn't think about that. Did nobody stop him?
How did he get in there? Is he a ninja?
Okay, wait. This is great point. How?
So my rationalization was, I'm making up a lot of ground for the show.
Are you actually a rep for HBO?
She's a writer,
I
too.
am both David Benioff and Dan Weiss.
Wow.
This explains a lot.
Okay.
No, like, the last many people there knew Bronn was an ally both of Tyrion and Jaime. So if he walked up and he was like, hey guys, I'm here to help Tyrion and Jaime, they'd be like, all right. Also, everyone was really drunk. Or maybe that was a day later. Everyone was really hungover.
Okay, I'm gonna tap dance back to the board of Gaming of Thrones.
She's still tap dancing. Yeah!
Let's see how we did on our bets. Okay, so we all placed some bets in the pre-show, and now I'm going to shame everyone for betting wrong, even though I'm pretty sure I was wrong a lot. Okay, which doesn't usually happen, by the way. So number one, are the Night King and White Walkers totally dead and gone?
How'd you guys pick no?
It would appear
we still don't know.
We don't
I'm
know.
with you. I think that this is a toss-up.
So maybe this is a wash?
No!
It's a wash. We'll go wash.
It's a wash. This one doesn't count.
Let's circle back by the
Yes.
finale.
That's fine.
Just text me.
This is a travesty.
Cam will come back.
The first real bet that we are checking is, will Bran actually do something?
He did something.
I still say he did something.
Okay,
because
let's take a
off-screen-
vote. Let's take a vote. So did Bran actually do something? I say no. Cam?
I say no because I voted no.
Okay, so we have 2 for
Damn
no.
it.
Terry?
I say yes.
Okay, so we have 1 for yes, 2 for no. Nick?
No.
There you go,
what
Nick.
Okay.
Play by the
What
There
does
you
Vega
go,
think?
So,
What
Cam,
does Vega think? Tiebreaker.
Cam,
No, nobody
then we
cares.
don't need a
It's over.
tiebreaker. It's 3 to 1.
Don't have time.
Even Bran says no. Okay, so we all get points and Terry does not. Will Jaime stay on
Did I
Team
get
North?
everyone right?
Oh my
you?
gosh, Nick!
I'm 3 for 3.
I think he's
Nick!
Whoa. It's still Team North.
He's still Team North.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
He
I
boned
just
in
laid
Team
up
North.
from what
He
happened.
just went back to the country club.
Yeah, but he was
he just told
he
them
was
that he's
boning
a-
and saying he was Team North.
I'm 3 for 3.
No.
No.
You
Okay,
guys-
he is not
You guys
Team
are making
North.
a mockery of the prediction board.
He is not Team North. Okay, and finally we have, will Cersei drink wine
4 for
even though
4.
she's theoretically
She
pregnant?
didn't drink wine.
I don't think I saw wine.
I got the last one.
She
right?
had an IV bag full of water.
She's just always drinking.
So I'm gonna say no on that.
4 for 4.
I have completely lost count of who's winning. But
Nick hasn't.
the number of characters who died, I actually think if we count the dragon, it's Terry who won.
Well, to be fair, I technically won because they're all dead
Yes.
inside.
Also, I won in my own heart because I disagree with all.
I think Nick won that one because
Yeah, he did.
all the people in the boats died too.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
they're all
well,
making
I'm pretty
terrorists
sure
and
Nick
waiting for
won.
their death.
But still.
Nick won somehow. We can clap for
Now you
that.
guys are treating me like the Forrest
Okay,
Gump
so
of this.
let's keep
Nick.
this train.
Cheers, Nick.
You're our
Thank you,
Forrest
buddy.
Gump.
Can Cam be back next week?
So, okay, let's keep this train going. Actually, you know what? I got a surprise for everyone. Let me grab something.
What could this be?
Oh God.
Oh
We
no,
don't have
the
time
suspense is killing me, but not really because it's Game of Thrones kill actual
No one
characters.
can even see what's happening.
Yeah.
Dracarys!
And now it's not working.
Oh God.
Can we do the thing?
Wow.
So Cam's birthday is tomorrow.
Wow.
And he clearly likes Game of Thrones, so we got you a very elaborate cake.
You did.
It's
oh my
themed
gosh.
Game of Thrones, in case you
This
couldn't
is
tell.
crazy.
It was my idea.
And on the front, it
It's
says
actually
30 is coming.
surprisingly,
It is.
we
Oh
didn't
my
read any
gosh.
leaks, but this is like very appropriate to this week's episode.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
you died in
pretend
your
there's fire on it.
Is this Drogon or?
It's Drogon, yeah.
Drogon, yeah.
Okay, so
he's got the
still
black
alive.
and the red,
Okay,
yeah.
we're good.
And he's
This
gonna
is
burn.
awesome. Thank you
That's so
guys.
hardcore. So it's your birthday, and
Wow.
that's your cake.
Now you have to
Now we're
I'm gonna walk in front of the camera real quickly.
All of this cake
In
before
front of you guys.
That's the new watch party.
That's the next
It's
segment,
IGN
actually.
Cam eats cake for Game of Thrones
Well,
watch
that's how my
party.
family is at home, so.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Maybe it was
ESPN
their
article
idea.
tomorrow. Bullies bully football player named Eating Cake.
Live.
Okay, so I guess you get to look at the cake, and next,
The cake.
yeah. So there's an episode next week.
Wait, are we gonna sing? Can we sing?
Oh God.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm not. I don't want my mic
All
to
right,
pick me up,
Vega,
but
kick us off.
Is this copyright? Okay, we're good. Okay.
All right, ready?
All right, Cam, this is for you.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
oh my God, it sparkles.
Birthday,
God, they are.
dear Cam. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. These are like lighting. These are crazy
Yeah, they're
lights.
dangerous. Yeah.
Woo.
Thank you.
Yay.
So if the fire alarm goes off, it's Vega's fault.
Yeah.
Did you wish Bran does something next week?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so again, there's an episode next week because that's how the show works. So, anybody want to go first with predictions? Nick, I feel like you've been on a roll today. You won the prediction board. You had a really good idea before we wrap the pre-show. Do you have any predictions going into next week?
Feelings are super hurt.
I said so many nice things just now.
Sure. Mean girl. I think I kind of want to double down on my Euron prediction from earlier, even though I think it's dumb.
No, I like it.
Wait, remind us what it is.
I think
Euron
Euron's going to
kills
turn on Cersei. I think Tyrion's going to kill Varys. And I think Dany might die next week.
Oh, next week.
Because I'm talking this way.
There are only 2 episodes left. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so next week is the second to last episode.
And that's when all the shit
Oh
goes
my
down.
god!
Yeah,
I don't know
Whoa.
why. In my head, we had like, duh, that's how math works. I just forgot. I
I
don't
know
know.
when you were like, there's another episode of Game of Thrones next week, because that's how this goes. And I was like, but only for like 1 more week, actually.
I like the friendship between the 4 of us. I hope it goes on forever. I
I
never
know.
want to.
Well,
I
we're
never
going to
want
have
to
to
leave
do a
summer
Mean
camp.
Girls watch party after this is done,
Oh, wow.
because I clearly don't remember
I love
much
Mean Girls.
about that movie.
Okay, so you think Varys? Sorry, what did you think?
Varys gets killed by,
by
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
I think
and
Cersei
Euron
dies.
kills Cersei.
And I think.
And you think Dany dies
Yeah.
next episode?
And then the 6th episode, the last episode's like, we
Oh
cool?
my gosh, what's
we
gonna
cool? We cool?
happen?
We cool? Yeah, we cool. All right, cool.
Yeah, like spring is here, but we cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and Terry.
First, I want to shout out the people who edited the Next Week on Game of Thrones for having the most vague dialogue
No one
list.
even talked.
No one talked. We didn't learn anything that we didn't know from this episode. So kudos again. There's only 2 more of those they have to do.
Don't worry,
so it's
previously
pretty
on, we'll just ruin the whole thing.
great. Yeah. Previously on,
Those
we'll just
two
recap
teams don't
every
talk to each
plot
other.
point. I am with you. I think next week is the episode where everyone turns on Dany, and whether she dies. No, I think she will probably die before the end. I think we've all settled on she will be a bad queen. She is becoming the mad queen, like her father was the mad king. But that's kind of the only prediction I have left. Though I know you. I want you to take this compliment for what it is, but I really like your Euron theory.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job,
You
Nick.
did it.
You are doing good.
Yeah.
Good job, So
This will
Cam,
be the only time this ever.
do you can say other predictions, but do you think
Yes.
Dany dies next week?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, how do you think she dies?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Tell us.
I think Euron kills her, but I also think Euron books it because he realizes he's going to lose.
Oh.
Coward's way.
With her dragon. I'm just blocking your face
Oh,
now. I'm very
yeah.
sorry.
My head's too big. I think Jon survives
Okay.
and is like, what do I do now? Like, do I take the throne or whatever? And I think Arya helps somehow, and then she's chased out of the castle and is just like on the loose, and our wolf shows up.
Maybe. Well,
Then Incredible
I don't
Hulk
know. The
saved
Starks
through.
don't seem to care about their wolves
No,
much.
not at all.
But we did get that great throwback to when she said to Nymeria, "That's
did.
not you." She says that's something.
She says that as well. But listen, what if? I don't think this will happen, but what if? So she goes in, she kills Cersei, and then the Mountain is like, bitch, I'ma kill you. And then the Mountain kills her, and then the Hound's like, oh! And then we get the Clegane Bowl.
Yeah, sorry. Yes. Clegane Bowl is going to happen. Like
yeah,
that's
totally
not
forgot
even
about
a
that.
question. We got Arya and Gendry having sex. We got Jaime and Brienne having sex. We got the Night King just dead. Like if Clegane Bowl, if they don't do it, they just hate us. Honestly,
I thought you were leading
they just
towards
hate us.
Do it how?
the Clegane's having sex.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. That's what I thought you was
Well,
leading
People
towards.
have been asking for
Sanders
it.
said no to a lot in
Right.
this episode. Maybe all he wants is a big
brother.
cold zombie.
Okay, so there's one thing I forgot.
Uh-huh.
So thank you guys for having me, and thank you guys for this cake. I wasn't expecting this at all. So I got you guys a jersey. I know you're a Boston fan, a Patriots fan, but I figured I'd give you a jersey. How's that look? Yes.
I'm gonna put this on right now. Our hair and makeup artist Kristen is gonna hate me.
Ooh. There you
No,
go.
put away. Don't show this.
Here, Nick and I will do a bit.
Hey.
Hey, I like the shirt I'm wearing, so I'm glad I'm not putting on another over it.
But she's done now.
I've never looked more sexy than I do now. Could I be a football player? Is this what
There
it
you go.
takes?
There you go. You look like a natural. So we had a couple of deaths this week. Rip, Missandei, and Rhaegal. But it is now time to bring out the graveyard so we can predict who's gonna die next episode. Hey,
Wait, we have to take Missandei out. She's gone.
Oh well,
That
no,
girl is gone.
I do this. Wait 1 second. This is gonna fall off the table.
Uh-oh.
Let's just make this a little easier for everyone.
While you're doing that, can we just talk about how that cup was a lot more full? Like, I mean, there weren't that many main characters who have died in the past 2 episodes, but there were a certain amount of characters.
Sticking in there. There we go.
Yeah.
That was a SpongeBob reference, by the way, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so Euron.
Not gonna die.
Not gonna die.
Dead.
You think dead?
So
What do you
dead.
think, Sydney?
I think he's not dead next week.
All right. It's going in your water, not
It's
your
in
wine.
my water now.
But fitting, because
Because he's on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody look at
So
me
dead.
because I'm standing on a. Okay. Jaime Lannister.
So dead.
So next week.
Deader
Lives.
than dead.
Lives.
So dead. I think he's dead next week too.
I think this shirt looks great. This is
What
really-
if?
Thank you.
What if he
Cersei.
shows up and Cersei? No, I want to do it myself. And Cersei's like, "What up, bitch?" and then kills him.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Tyrion.
Alive.
I think he's alive. Here, I'll
But
let
I
you
think
do what
he
you
might
want with
die
it.
before the end.
Oh, wait. He likes booze.
Oh, I could. If you look at Jon Snow upside down, he doesn't look like Jon Snow. That was very confusing to me. So Jon Snow.
This has been. I didn't watch part of the show. Is it?
He's unfortunately alive.
Alive.
Yeah,
I think he's alive as well.
I
Here,
just want to
we're
say, I
doing
stand by my theory. I'm going to reiterate it every week that I think Jon Snow will die before the end, though, in the final episode, because I think he's back for a reason. And the Lord of Light, once he's done with him, he will be
crap.
done with him.
Fair.
Just saying it. I want everyone to hear.
Cersei.
Dead.
I don't think she dies next episode.
Dead. Dead.
Dead.
Alive?
Dead.
But dead before the end? Fingers crossed.
Yes.
I don't know what happens to her, so she's just flying in the wind.
Off a cliff.
Dead.
I think he's dead too.
Super dead.
Dead.
Alive.
Well,
Well, because he's in your
No, because
draft.
he's got to go to Noth and give.
Oh, and put
like
her
burn
ashes.
ashes.
Oh,
and
okay.
everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's true, that's
okay,
true.
Okay.
Yes.
Sansa.
Yes.
Alive.
Alive.
Dany.
Dead.
Dead. Bye, girl.
Just.
Her hands are just gonna be bloody by the end of it.
Wait, this is cute. I think we added some red to her face. Arya? I don't know. Maybe we just printed the picture out like that.
Maybe so. Maybe you bled on her trying to
Trying to stab it in.
I think Arya will live.
I do too. Cam?
I just don't know where she's gonna go. Is she gonna live in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Okay, doke. Well, that's everybody. Wow, I guess we really thinned
Well,
that
what if she
out,
gets like a
didn't
flaming
we?
sword like from the Lord of Light dude?
And does what?
Fucking murders people.
Okay. On that note, let's catch up with Jeffrey and try to answer some questions.
Hey guys, it's me again, and feel free to cut me a slice of that cake at any point, anytime.
I don't think I could cut into it. It's so cute.
All right, I got a tweet that's summarizing everything I've seen so far. John asks, why is this show so bad now?
Is he from Philadelphia?
It's because I'm on.
No, not this
I think he meant Game of Thrones.
I thought I just ruined everything. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't put that up.
Say he has more self-awareness than Danny.
And that's why this show is so bad now.
Cam, you're our dragon.
Vega, what else do you have for us?
Wait, no, wait, I will answer that.
Ooh.
It's because they decided, for some reason, this season could only be 6 long episodes. Frankly, I think that the showdown against the Night King could have been a whole season, and that would have been really dynamic and exciting. And I think the decision to truncate the show and make it a very short season has led to it feeling like we're rushing towards the end and everything is oversimplified, and that is why this show is so bad now.
And that was 1,800 words.
Yeah,
That was a good one. Vega?
All right, this one, another question, actually to Cam. What has Ghost done to not even get a pet, a doggo treat, or a boop on the snout? He gave up an ear for John and whimpered away.
Boop on the snoot? Uh-oh.
He gave up on the
That
ear.
was me.
That's fine, I got you.
She got me.
I got him.
All
He
right.
gave me this jersey.
He probably pooped on John's bed.
You're taking John's side?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I really wouldn't do that.
Well, did the Starks have
dogs.
the direwolves for a day before they ran afoul of all of them? They're not good pet owners. They're not just good at anything.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because Ghost has been through everything John's been through, and Ghost had to suffer when John died. It's just dude, care about your dogs.
It really pisses me off that dog lovers didn't make this show. And again, I'm gonna say in the books, when John dies, when John gets killed and the Night's Watch mutinies, he says he's ghost. That's one of his last words as he's dying. John in the books cares about his direwolves. The show doesn't. I love dogs.
Vega?
Yeah.
We have time for one more.
Okay. Here we go.
Come
this
on.
is I was gonna do it.
Do it.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick bonus one. This is a one answer for all 4 of you. Is John the real villain of the entire show by not petting him? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm gonna sneeze. Why would you cut to me?
That was the first pathetic sneeze. Are you allergic to dogs?
No, I actually am allergic to dogs, but I put up with it. I got allergy shots.
What was
I
that?
was just trying not to
She's
sneeze
better
into
than
the
John
mic.
is John the real villain?
Yeah, they all are. Humanity's the real villain.
I'm just trying not to sneeze in everybody's headphones, you guys. Okay, give me a break.
Yes, John is the villain. All dogs are good dogs. The end.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Okay, Vega.
I will say, before the last question, I did read a comment on our YouTube stream, shout out YouTube, that it's a good point that because Ghost is now going with the Wildlings, we don't really have to see him die.
Yeah.
This is true.
Ghost is going to be added to our fantasy draft for next week, along with Nymeria and Mira Reed, who we almost certainly are never going to see again.
Bye-bye.
Okay, question, another one coming in hot, and here we go, and I know how to read. Does Jaime go back to fight with Cersei or kill her? Is he really, truly an awful man?
I think he goes to kill her. I think he's going to try to stop her, either by rationalizing with her or killing her. But I think it will lead to his death.
I think he's going to fight in the All Valley Karate Tournament.
Okay. Cam, what do you think?
How do I top that? But yeah, he's gonna kill her. I think he's just gonna give her one little kiss and just say bye. It's over.
You think he's going to go in for a kiss?
He's got to.
Maybe.
He's got the baby.
I think he's too good of a dude to kill somebody carrying his baby. I think that's gonna really mess with him.
But I think that Euron thing's gonna come back. And Euron's gonna be like, that's my baby. And then boom, Cersei.
That's enough.
And Cersei's going to make dramatic eyebrows at Jaime and be like, yeah, it's his baby.
Yeah.
Wait, could everyone see that? I'm bad at winking.
And then hopefully Jaime's like, that's not how gestation works with human beings.
It's really turning into Jerry Springer now.
Yo, big time.
Okay, so Vega, you got another one?
Yeah, I got one more for you. Going with continuing the hate on the show here.
We like the show.
We do like the show.
The internet is not, though, and I speak for them on this show for some reason. Dragons can fly above the grounds, and you're scouting for your fleet at 100 feet. What the F?
Yeah, Danny's analytics in battle are
She's
shit.
not good at this. She's not very good at it. I'm just confused. Like, wouldn't you see? Did she think that it was just like a fishing trip of boats hanging out? Like, how did she not see that? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're big ships.
They're
and
like big rocks.
she's like not.
And there's big dragons.
They're big
Yeah,
dragons.
like I just don't understand.
No, I think this goes back to John being the real villain of the show, though, because if you remember, Tormund is like, you aren't gonna fly, right, it was Tormund. He's like, you're not gonna fly that dragon. He's like, I'm gonna ride a horse. If John had ridden Rhaegal, he probably would have been able to pull Rhaegal back when that got shot, or maybe he would have died. But I like to think this is John's fault if he had just flown his father, Daddy Dragon.
Yeah, let's get
He
the
wouldn't
two
be dead.
stupidest people on the show in the sky together. That's gonna solve
Flying
things.
below 100 feet above
That's a
enemy
good
ships.
idea.
We just gotta quit blaming John for everything.
Why?
John is just, he's screwed. He was screwed to begin with, and now we just
He
need
was
to feel sorry
literally
for him.
screwed, and he acts so dumb because of it.
He didn't have a mom or a dad.
Thank you, Nick, the one producer who laughed at my joke.
Okay, well, for tonight at least, our watch has ended. We only get to say that like 2 more times.
Sydney now knows there are only 2 more episodes
No.
left of the show.
I'm just gonna keep reminding everyone. So thanks so much to our amazing guest, Cam Hayward.
Appreciate you having me.
And a huge thank you to all of you for watching IGN Watch Party for Game of Thrones, presented by Army National Guard. We will be back here next week, and for more updates on Game of Thrones throughout the week, make sure you lock it into IGN.com.